that time again. Time to talk about the streets. Again, when I say the streets, I mean eida. Cause been sitting on this video for a bit, but now it's time for me to tell you why eida, unless things are written differently, will most likely end up with Boruto. So let's get started. Alright, what's going on, everybody? This is your Anime Legacy in the Anime Lounge, and as I said in the intro, it's once again time to talk about eida and her relationship drama. Now, this is gonna be a little bit maybe controversial video because may trigger some women. So if you don't have the kind of mental fortitude to have a decent discussion and hear other people's opinions about the state of dating and women in these days, yeah, this ain't the video for you. Because everything that's happening now to eida can be used as a lesson to modern women on how you pick men, beyond the story aspect of Boruto. Like, when we first meet eida, she's presented as the ultimate boss chick. She's got the senring on. Everybody, even despite how she looks, is gonna fall for her just because she can look at you in the eye and make you a simp, and she can pretty much spy on you from 1,000 miles away, so long as anything that is happening around her happens, after her birth. So she can know your past, she can know your present, and she can know your future just by looking at you. And you gonna simp for, unless your name is Boruto or Kawaki, because they the only two people with high level Shinju DNA. I mean Otsutsuki DNA, excuse me. But where we're gonna really start the conversation is with the events of omnipotence. See, before the events of omnipotence, eida kind of was infatuated with Kawaki because Kawaki was a bad boy. He was cute and he was able to outsmart Ishiki Otsutsuki. But she didn't know the guy. She just liked the thrill of being with him. And even she said, she got excited. This is the thing that, messes up a lot of modern women. It's all about excitement. Relationship gotta be about that excitement. She needs to be stimulated. And you even see this again in chapter 3 with the Uzuhiko Rasengan, where again, as I said in that chapter review, while we all sitting up there going online getting the pictures of it, and we all looking at it like, oh my god, this is awesome. Eida's looking at this jutsu like, that's just a regular Rasengan. And she had to have Damon tell her like, no, he's shaking the planet. This is that good. This is real right here. This is real talk right here, baby girl. And she was like, okay. She needed excitement. So, what does this commitment to excitement do for eida? Well, at first she looks like a big old boss chick telling Boruto and Shikamaru not to order her around because she gonna do what she wanna do and she has no obligation to Konoha. Something I'll get into, when I talk about why Naruto is the worst Hokage ever. But basically that firmly puts her in the, unless it's about Kawaki, don't tell me anything. Which is good for Kawaki because eventually Kawaki seals away Naruto and Hinata and basically tries to cut Boruto because he thinks he's Momoshiki. But in the end, he's only able to get away because of Eida. And he's only able to get everything he has because of Eida. Because in the process of getting away, he vents to Eida. Eida uses omnipotence and switches Boruto and Boruto and Kawaki's roles. Whereas Boruto is the outsider and Kawaki is the son of Naruto and Hinata. Now, this is where things start to go downhill for Eida. Because once Kawaki realizes this, and this is the real crux of everything going on, he hems her up and tells her to lie to Konoha about Boruto, saying that he murdered his own parents. So right here and right now, Kawaki's already showing you lying, manipulative, and abusive tendencies to get what he wants. But that's a Kawaki video. Let's talk about this for Eida. Eida, this is how it starts. Most women in abusive relationships, the man puts their hand on them and it's like, oh, well, that's just a one-off thing. He was just under a lot of stress because he almost got killed, but now everything's okay because, he got Boruto's life now. Everything's going to be right. So we can have a happy life together. I mean, it sucks for Boruto, but, I don't care about him as much as I care about Kawaki. So we're good. It's like, well, yeah, for a time, them 3 years that, they had between Boruto Naruto Next Generations and Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, yeah, it was kind of right. Eida was kind of right. Until we get to chapter 4 and chapter 5 with the Shinju. And the bug Shinju says to Eida when she's looking at their little powwow, well, Senrigan, you're my target. Naturally, no one being able to look back into the security camera Eida has in the eye, kind of spooks her. And she justifiably wants some protection. So, in this recent chapter, she goes to her man in Kawaki. But the sad reality for Eida, it's like a lot of these women who choose these bad boys, is her man don't love her like that. I mean, I call her the streets for a reason. Like Naruto explains, say sneaky link, I say she just the streets. I just say that's the streets. She about that street life. She about trying to be with who gonna give her what she want, which is to be someone immune to the omnipotence who's going to value her. The problem is, much like Kawaki, she doesn't know what love is, and she made the wrong choice because she has to bargain with Kawaki to gain protection. And she's not even, guaranteed that in this latest chapter, because she has to pretty much bring up Naruto when it comes to Shinju's targets to gain Kawaki's interest. And basically, at the end of the day, when Kawaki walks out that door and just tells her, if you want to know where I am, just use your Senrigan, that shows you Kawaki doesn't care. So, why do I think that Eida's going to go with Boruto over Kawaki? Well, it's about that command part, because after, that whole first time Eida told Boruto not to tell him what to do, Boruto in chapter 80, when Eida comes and apologizes and makes that little truce that they had, made in the last chapter of Boruto Naruto Next Generation, which is chapter 80, Boruto tells Eida to go tell Sakura that he's gonna be that he's gonna be alright. And Eida gets flustered by Boruto and says, don't tell me what to do. This means that Eida recognizes strength, because when she told Boruto not to tell her what to do the first time, he came from a place of weakness. He came from a place of panic. But this time, he's coming from a place of confidence and strength. And now, that's got Eida interested. Again, going back to chapter 3 with the Uzahiko Rasengan. Eida is looking to be rescued by Boruto. But she wants Boruto to make her feel something before she allows him to rescue her. So, she could still stay with Kawaki if somebody puts Kawaki up on game by accident and he learns what to do. But as we know, Kawaki is about to go through his, villain arc. And just to give my small opinion on that, sidetracking a little bit, if Boruto doesn't say yes to Shikamaru's question in this next chapter, or when this Mitsuki fight is over, then the only reason it should be done that way, in my personal opinion, is for Naruto and Hinata to come out of the Daikoken dimension unaffected by omnipotence and call Boruto their son, and have Kawaki betrayed by the two people he loves and have sworn to protect, and leaving him empty again. And that's when he lashes out against Konoha and we get the flash forward. That's the only logical reason, for Boruto to not just take the win that's right in front of your face. But back to Eida, you contrast Eida with Sarada in the end of the chapter, and she doesn't even have to look at Boruto and ask for protection. Boruto just says, I'm going to save everybody in the tree. I'm going to save your father, and I'm going to come back home one day. So she already knows she has protection. She good. If anything come up with Sarada, Boruto gonna do it just to honor his promise to Sasuke. That's the difference between the two women. Again, that fit she wearing, that's Sarada's loyalty fit. And I call that the loyalty fit, because she literally tell you in chapter 1, I'm wearing this because of my loyalty. I'm gonna show you who woman I think I am. Borisaru for life, son. But as for Eida, again, it's about, the mistakes of the modern woman and the fact that a lot of females out here look for all this glitz and glamour and stuff like that, and they end up with these bad boys that abuse them and don't want nothing from them. And that's what's going to be her lesson, and she's going to have to make that choice. Either she's going to, leave Kawaki and go with Boruto, or she's going to continue, like tragically some women do, with the abuse. But that's all I have for this one. If you like anything you heard, please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Yeah.